Now, I know you want to know, or just like, why did I name, of course, the title Whoopi Goldberg, Cook the Caring, then this happened. Now, the reason why I said that is because when Whoopi Goldberg was speaking, she was letting her know about the situation, what the Black communities are going through. We're not really Black, that's just a color. We are the Negroes of the communities, but she was telling this Karen about the situation that's happening here in our communities. And this woman just kept like dismissing everything. Other people was trying to get this Karen to understand, like, you're not understanding that because you're not going through what they're going through, what the Black communities have to go through all the time. So it's like, okay, what's happening in Iran, which America is a part of it. We're funding this, nation of Israel to go over there and, of course, exterminate or genocide these other nations. But when it pertains to America, we are being oppressed in our own country that we built. So we helped build this country up from the floor up, to what you see here. So we have children, just, I mean, literally become missing. We have children being assassinated, with no care. Like the two little twins that was in Georgia. There was young men, and you saw what happened to them. They act like they don't know what happened. They just end up on a mountain when it was going, of course, on a trip. Now, you have to look at all the incidents. We still have sundown towns. We still have people getting hung. We still have people, of course, getting literally, I mean, harmed in such a satanic way. It's almost witchcraft that's happening right now. And we already know what happened in Ohio. The bombing just happened. You have children that, of course, that was harmed, adults being harmed. No, I mean, you have so many people that's been misplaced. They have to, of course, leave their homes, all their belongings. And me, a bomb going off, that seemed like a targeted event. That seemed as if, of course, someone actually went there and actually set up that bomb on purpose. So we are at war inside of our own country that we are supposed to be a part of. So when Whoopi was explaining to her, she acted as if, I don't know what you're talking about. Everything here is peaches and cream, is butterflies and rainbows, but she does not understand when it pertains to us, what we have to go through. I don't care how much money a so called Negro Black person have in America. Money does not bring forth happiness. You are still considered less than human in this country. You could be a millionaire, billionaire, but you're still, if that person of Caucasian, of course, descent, if they come over there and they look at you and say that you did this to them, you're still going to be the one that's going to go down because this person has more power than you, even though you make way more money. So you have to understand that. So right now, and I want you to look at the video. Let me know exactly what you think about this situation. But it was, I mean, like literally, I felt, of course, the pain. I know what it is like to go through situations here in America, the looks, the stares, of course, just being able to be in an environment where it seems segregated, in certain parts of Texas. So I definitely understand what Whoopi is talking about, and for her to act like nothing is happening here, everything is perfect. It's all lies. Everybody that come here, they believe the hype. Once they come and the hype goes down, then they understand exactly what they're going through because you're going to work and work until you pass. It has absolutely nothing to do about being lazy. It's about being able to spend time with your family. You want to have your community. You want to be able to, actually be a part of your role. You want to know how to be a wife, a woman, a man being a man. But if you have to work all the time, your children going this way, you're going that way, your husband is going that way, how can you come together and actually build as, of course, a family in a righteous way? So yes, I definitely understand what's happening. And this, of course, this is not just in our communities, but of course, what Whoopi was stating, it was directly at us. So listen to this. Let me know what of course, what you think about it.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, We have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
Where I'm sorry, but where the Iranian regime is today in 2025 is nothing
used to
compared to the
just
United
keep
States.
hanging black people. So
It is not even the same. I couldn't step foot wearing this outfit.
Wait. That's not what you mean to say. It is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Well, they wear like
listen,
no, I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you, as a...
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes,
it is up to them.
And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good, whoever does it. It's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone at this table should go to Tehran.
Let me tell you about being in this country. This is the greatest country in the world. But yeah, I know that. And we all know that. But every day we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot property. They cannot leave States.
I'm talking about here.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent. But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
Okay, they don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe.
They can't go out of their house. Women.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
Let me try something. It's like try to reverse roles with a black person in this country, let's say, because I think that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Just try to understand from their point of view. From that point of view, this country does not do them well. Does not go.
I completely acknowledge that.
And we shouldn't compare atrocities.
If you're talking about Iran, of course, is doing worse things. But relatively speaking, it feels bad.
Okay, but I think you know that Iran is significantly
I guess we're going to come back and talk.
I was in college when that revolution
more
took
about
place.
this.
And I know what happened.
Oh my goodness, did you hear what Karen was saying, Whoopi was saying, the Italian woman was saying, the biracial woman as well? And literally the conversation was as if the Karen was like she didn't know anything like what's happening over in Iran. She was stating that I cannot wear this outside. If I go outside with this on, we can't even vote if I was over there. There's no voting for women. Whoopi told her that we have to protect their children. It's hard for us over here in America because, of course, oppression, racism, different things that we have to go through in our own communities, in our own land here. We are in America. We built America and we're unsafe in our own neighborhoods. And this woman, a Karen, act as if she did not understand this. Like you had an Italian woman to tell you to understand and put yourself in a black woman's shoes and see how, it would feel to walk in their shoes. She still acted as if, oh my goodness, Iran, it's so bad over there. We can't go outside with this on. If I was there, they're illiterate. They're unlearned. They can't even vote. While Whoopi was telling her that, we're getting hung over here. The woman dismissed her like, okay, it's not the same. What in the world is happening here? Do you mean to tell me this woman, and it's so many more in America that thinks like her, mentally insane? Why would you think that it's okay for you to dismiss with a woman that's being oppressed? I don't care how much money she has. If she see, of course, other children, black kids becoming missing, oppressed, brutally beaten, targeted by the cops, all this stuff has been happening from the time we can't even remember, before I was even born. We have always been going through this over and over and over again, and then the same mindset of the people like Karens and Kens, and they act like, okay, it's nothing happening. Everything is peaches and cream over here. There's a recompense that you have to pay. You cannot act as if nothing in America happened to the people that you forced over here. Everybody want to blame the so-called, like different bloodlines and Africa tribes and different things like that. But if I sold you a puppy, it's up to you to treat that puppy well or to just disregard them and treat them like trash. If someone sold you something valuable and you mistreat that value and turn it into a negative, that's on you. You will be the one judge for that. Bloodline after bloodline, bloodline after bloodline. And right now we're still targeted. We know what happened over there, like I just mentioned in the previous video in Ohio. They're misplaced. Bomb went off. All these families have to find somewhere to move. Like they have nowhere to go. This just happened last year in Ohio. It happened to elders in an apartment complex. Over 100 people was misplaced. They could not move in to their home or their apartments, and they still had to pay rent. That's ridiculous. It's insane what, of course, our communities have to go through over and over. The redlining, the hate crimes, and no one seems to care. It's almost as if, everybody else can be seen, but when we say something, it's almost like, okay, why do you always, want to bring up something? You're causing division. You're always starting something. Like, I'm tired of you people always whining and crying about the certain situations. But if other nations, Asians, of course, the European communities, Indian, all of these other communities, when they have something to say, people live and they actually listen to what they have to say, so they get to live, love, learn, and actually be able to be respected in this country. We don't get the same respect. We are treated like illegals in this country. We are treated as if what we say don't matter. What we do, we want to just tear them down even further, get on their neck, step on it harder and harder. And all the nations that come here does that to our communities. And now of course, the Karen acts as if she doesn't understand what are you complaining about. We have a lot to complain. It has absolutely nothing to do with whining, crying all the time. This is something that we continuously have every single, I mean, like literally every day. I was going to say year, but every single day is something new. Our children are going through, of course, sex trafficking, organ harvesting, of course, targeted by the cops. Like I mentioned, you have so much hate towards a certain people. I mean, why? Now I know why. Now, me, I read my scriptures. I know exactly what bloodline I am a part of. And there is no way you can say, oh, you have no culture. Y'all don't know who you are. You don't know where you've been, where you come from or anything of that matter. I know exactly who I am. And that's the reason why I'm targeted. All over the world, you will see the same exact people, but different cultures, different languages being targeted by the same type of beast, a red dragon that comes to go and collect bloodshed, gotta cause division. Look what just happened in Nigeria. Look at all the people that just passed away over there. Look at the Congo. They always get hit. No one is talking about this at all. Why? Are they not the Negroes? Are they not the so called Bantu bloodlines? Why are we going through the same thing like our other bloodlines overseas? That's what we need to go and address. But let me know exactly, what you think about the video in the comments. Of course, if you like this video, if you like what what I have to say, you want to listen more, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel. It's going to be more content coming. I'm only going to get better. So yeah, I do want to thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day. And just know that I love you. Thank you.